So today we're going to do something more with the knees and the knee forms. A knee is not like this. This is not a knee. This is a movie knee. So like something what I always call the Hollywood knee. Because what you do is you lift the power to the ceiling. Power is going that way. And look at my foot. And you see that the foot is doing nothing. It's not in the game. It is nowhere. Okay, and that's not what we want. In Muay Thai you have to put the power into a certain direction, and that direction must be clear to you. So if you want to put a power in the back, then you have to put the power in the back, and you have to let the back know that you are hitting it. See? That's the first thing. So it's the direction of the power. Check the direction of the power, and it doesn't matter you give this knee, you give this knee, you give this knee, or you give from. So it's the direction of the power that must be clear when you give a knee. So that's the first thing that you have to realize before you start with giving any knees at all. That's the number one. The number two, there are many different angles. So it strongly depends on the angle that you want to have to let that power go through. So if I want to hit the ribs, I let the power go inside the ribs, but also that's the angle that I'm taking. The angle is very clear. And if you take that angle right, then every of your knees is useful. So it's the angle of the knee, direction of the power. Remember that. And then we have to find a way how to get the power in the knee. If you do it from here, then you can have the angle right, you can have the direction right, but there is no power in it. Still, it's useless. So now you have to get power in the knee. And the only way to get that power in the knee is to learn how to make the bow and arrow construction. So in fact what you do is you tension the bow. The bow is now in full tension. You see, the bow is open. Look at the front leg. It's open for power. It's open for power. That's why I wear white clothes. Normally I'd never wear white, but otherwise you don't see what I hit and how I hit it. Yes? This is the way how you angle the power in the right direction. So you already have 3 different points of attention. Now that we have that, we have to learn how to do the technique. So the technical skills is moving it in the right power, but also I catch the back now, so I pull the back toward me while I'm busy. But if I do it stand alone, then look at the way how I move my hands. My hands move exactly the same way like when I give a kick. Again, this is a part of the technical instruction. So, and you move in. moving, shush, moving, shush, moving. That's it. And if you do it with the right leg, again, it's coming from behind. Shush, shush. It's coming from behind. Shush. Here it is. Shush. And every time you see that my defense is up again. Up again. Shush. It's back. So it's in, out. Defense, move, get back into the defense. Move, get back into the defense. Move, get back into the defense. Most important every time is that your hands are around 50% of the total. So it's not just the head, the underbody, but it's the upper body as well. So both sides, the lower side and the high side, they work together in a combination. Now we're going to do one by one the different knees. First of all, an easy is the front knee into the front. It's a very simple push. It's going in a straight line through the topic. So it's in that direction. In that direction, you throw it there. Simple. And look at the way how I walk it out. I walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out. See? And every time that balance. Balance. That's why in Muay Thai you see many of them. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And if you turn, left, right, left, right, left, right. Hey, that's the same, but you can change. Some people do it in another way. Yeah, but it is this. Yes! You're going to have a straight line first. Yes! Straight line is the first. Yes! Straight line is the first. Yes! And the power, that direction. Okay, then we do that. That's the first one. And now we do the same kind of knee, but within an angle. It's like when you kick. But now we get the knee instead. The knee instead. And now one other thing is will be in your mind is what we call distance. So when you give the knee or you give the kick, you see that's a different angle, and you expected me to give a knee and a kick, but you saw a kick and a knee, and that's on purpose, because then for you the angle seems to be not different, but there is surely a difference, and I show you the difference in angle or in distance. Distance, see, I stay on that distance. I stay on that distance. That's the distance. So it's a little bit further than with the knee, because the knee comes on a distance of a hook. See? The knee and the hook are connected with each other. Then you get, again, look at my foot. And now look at the kick. And then you see that the kick will throw the foot away. So the angle of the knee and the angle of the kick are the same. But the difference is the under part of the leg. This time you kick it in, and this time you don't. Get the point? You do not kick it in, and you kick it in. And that distance, really not much. Maybe this. That's all. But that's exactly the fighting distance. Good. We come back to the technical skills. Every time you have to rewind this tape to understand. Because I don't expect you to understand right away what I want to do. I want to teach you. Yeah, that's the angle. That's the knee. And look at the foot. What I told you before. If I do it on this side, you hardly see anything. Then just the knee. Ready, approaching and hitting. But look at the way if I move in all the time, left and right, left and right, left and right, and every time I am back in that balance. Then now we have a front knee. So we did the side knee, we did the front knee, but there is another front knee. And that is something that we do with the hip. And it looks very much like the front kick. Yeah, the T. Yes. Yeah, yes. Yes! See, I do it and I kick on instant and it's going that way. Yes! And now we do the same with the knee. Yes! See? Yes! And it's going that way. Yes! And it's going that way. Yeah? It's pretty much something that is easier for female than for male, because they can do this move much more because of their hip structure. Yes! Yeah, very simple. Yes! Yes! The hip structure makes it possible to let the hip go in that direction. Yes! See? And then yes! So you are on a fist distance and still you can hit it. A fist distance and still yes! You move it inside. It's this movement. Yes! 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 So part of your training should be flexibility in the hips. That is very much needed. That flexibility is really, really, really important if you want to become a good hitter with the knees. Now we come a little bit closer because the distances. We have this one and we give a body knee. Ish. I don't bother you with Thai names, so ish. So give the knees and then again ish, ish, ish. But this one gives the opportunity to your opponent to do exactly the same. Yes. And what we learn is you block that opportunity. You block it. You just block the opportunity of that opponent. 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 Yeah. And then we block it and we move in. Move in. Move in. Hush. Move in. But you want to block the opponent. Block the opponent. So you cross block it. What you do is in fact you take him his or her ability away yeah, to move forward with those knees. That's what you do. That's all you do. Then we come to the last knee for this section, and then we move in very close. Normally we catch like that. So you don't catch like that, you don't catch like that, you catch like that. See? And then you're very, 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 very close. And how can you move and get and be able to give a good knee? And that again, remember what I show you with the hip flexibility, that is very much your hip flexibility. I'm going to show you the picture like it is from behind. 1, yes! 2, open, yes! And 3, yes! And 4, yes! And 5, yes! And again, yes! And again, yes! And again, yes! And again, yes! So you make some distance between you and the opponent, or back, or whatever you call it. But the distance cannot be too much, because if you give too much distance, like what I give here, you should also involve your blockings. Because you and the opponent both have the opportunity to give the knees. But giving a knee is nice, but getting a knee is surely not what you want. So preparing yourself for a knee fight is also preparing yourself to get hit, but also to defend yourself in a proper way. And that means more or less blocking out and holding close. I hope you understand that this is just a few aspects of giving the right knees.